What's up, Marvel Snappers? Today we have a new hot location, Luke's Bar. When you play a card here, return it to your hand. Now, normally if you're unprepared for this location, this can be really tricky to get into, but if you're prepared, there's actually a lot of really cool things you can do with this location. One of the obvious things is to repeat cheap on-reveal effects, since you'll be able to play out the card, return it to your hand, and then repeat that effect on the following turn. You can also fill your hand, and if there's no room in your hand, being the maximum hand size of 7, the card will actually stay in Luke's Bar. So there's a few ways to sneak some power into this location, leveraging that mechanic. One thing to note is playing into the unrevealed locations early on in the game may pay more dividends for the day, since getting some power into Luke's Bar before it flips up can give you an advantage. Since everyone has slightly different collections, I'm going to go over some of my top cards that will hopefully give you some ideas when you're building a deck to take advantage of this location. For those of you that don't know, hot locations will appear in 60% of games for the next 24 hours, so you'll definitely want to be ready for it. One of the easiest ways to get into Luke's Bar are the cards that move, so something like Nightcrawler. Or Vision can be a great way to get some power over into Luke's Bar. You can also go wide with a card like White Tiger that puts a Tiger Spirit into another location, potentially giving you a way to get power into Luke's Bar. You can also leverage Dr. Doom, who's guaranteed to get a Doombot over there. As mentioned earlier, cheap on-reveal effects can take advantage of this location. Playing cards like Iceman or Korg will have their on-reveal trigger, and then they'll return to your hand so you can repeat it on another turn. You can also leverage some more expensive cards like Scorpion or Black Widow, but note that you will get a tempo loss doing this, and so you don't want to repeat this effect too many times. Hood is also a fantastic on-reveal effect to abuse with this location, since the -2 power won't stay on the board, but you will still get the demon in hand. Moon Girl is the best way to take advantage of the maximum hand size interaction, where if there's no room for the card to return, it will just stay in Luke's Bar. So if you play Moon Girl with 4 cards in hand, she will copy the 3 leftmost cards, filling your hand to 7, and then the Moon Girl will actually stay in Luke's Bar. You can also do this with cards like Sentinel or White Queen, but it's a little trickier. Changing the location is also going to be very effective, especially if the opponent hasn't gotten any power into that location yet. So leveraging Storm or Scarlet Witch, you can get some power into Luke's Bar, and if you save this for the final turn, you might even catch the opponent by surprise. Arnhem Zola is also going to be a fantastic way to get some massive power over into Luke's Bar, since it'll destroy a card at its location and duplicate it to the other 2. So if you destroy a card like Black Panther or Red Skull or something of similar size, you can get a massive amount of stats over there and are likely to win the location. Hopefully this gave you some ideas of cards to tinker around with when you're building a deck to take advantage of this location. As always, if you have any questions or feedback for me, make sure to leave those in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.